Oh, wait, I want to do mine. Ah,
Nice.
yeah. All right, we've cracked these. Let's pour these.
A little bit, yeah. I poured mine fast so you could hear it, and I got a bit too much.
Got a little heady there.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. We've got our beers poured. So, we want to welcome you once again to the Beard Owl podcast, where we talk about two of the greatest things in the world, beer and Weird Al. I am still Lauren Carey, and I'm here still with my brother.
John Carey. I'm pretty sure that's still my name.
Good. It better be. I like how that's kind of become a thing. Like, we are still who we are.
Yeah. I don't think I'll ever change.
No. You keep that name. It's a good name. Good job, Johnny.
Huh.
So today we are talking about a track off of Weird Al's mandatory fun Weird album, Sports Song. This song is all about sports. Sports.
Oh, wait, is that a trademarked Trivial Warfare thing? Plug to Trivial Warfare.
By the way. No, actually, that's a thing that kind of happens at pub trivia nights.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because when I host my pub trivia nights, sometimes I'll be like, all right, your next category is sports. And people go, sports! I think it's just I'm not sure how that originated, though.
Okay.
To be quite frank. It's just a thing that, as long as I've been in the pub trivia scene, it's a thing that has been. So, yeah, we are talking about Sports Song. John, how do you feel about Sports Song?
I think I like it a bit more than you like it. As a sports fan, not that you're not, but as a sports fan, I really stand behind the message of taunting the other team. Since I'm a Philadelphia sports fan, where we boo even our own team.
Yeah.
So, yeah, as a Philadelphia sports fan, I really appreciate the message of taunting.
Yeah, I think taunting is a big part of sports in general, and I think with this song, Weird Al, he really tapped into something very true about sports fandom, in that, the whole chorus, we're great and you suck, we're great and you suck. But then at the end of that, he goes, well, actually, we're really not that great, but nevertheless, you suck.
Yes.
There's so much truth there, especially, you've admitted to being a Philadelphia sports fan, and of course, you and I both know that I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, which I did intentionally to piss you off.
Dallas sucks.
Many years ago. Well, the Eagles suck.
Who's won the more recent Super Bowl?
Well, see, I knew
the Eagles or the Cowboys.
I knew we were going to get there. It was the Eagles.
Yeah,
but, then of course I can counter with the Cowboys have more.
But that's okay, because they haven't been successful since the mid-90s.
That's also true. It's also true. So to that point, we're great and you suck. Well, actually, we're really not that great, but nevertheless, you suck. And if you think about, this song, I just got back from doing some errands, and in preparation for our conversation today, I listened to Sports Song. Now it's like just a little over 2 minutes. It's not a long song.
Yeah.
I listened to it probably 10 times in the car just now.
Okay.
So it's spinning in my head, and I'm listening to it, and I don't know if this has happened to you since we started doing this, but I listen to Weird Al recreationally. It's not just, us doing this, but I've found myself now when I hear any Weird Al song, I'm already kind of preparing in my brain, what am I going to talk about with John when we get to this song?
I don't think I listen to Weird Al recreationally as much as you do.
No.
I go through music phases, and so like I have to be in my Weird Al phase in order to like just listen to Weird Al all the time. I listened to the song that we're about to, discuss
Yes.
before we record and everything a few times. But I mean, other than that, I'll listen to Weird Al maybe once a month or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's more than most people.
Yeah.
Less than me because I'm great and you suck.
Well,
Oh Lord. But I was listening to this song in the car, and what struck me the most was like twice he says either, figuratively or in the figurative sense.
mhm.
And I think that's so smart. That's such a smart way to think about how sports fans kind of feel about things, because the language around sports fandom is so aggressive. It's like, we're gonna kill you, like they beat us, like
Yeah. Yeah.
there's it's very aggressive language, you know, and we're gonna stomp all over you.
We're
We
gonna
got,
grind you into burger meat, but in
yeah,
the figurative sense.
in the figurative sense. And I think, he really hit on something where there's this aggressive language, but you know what? It's pretty much figurative, unless you're a Philadelphia sports fan and you like throw beers at people.
Well, the Oakland Raiders fans are known to like stab people in the parking lot, so don't.
That's true.
However, the Philadelphia's old stadium, Veterans Stadium, used to have a jail in it. So,
Of course it did.
not to say that Philly fans aren't rowdy, but I think they get a bad rap.
So your stadium had a jail. The Cowboys stadium has an art gallery.
I think that's a what's the word I'm looking for? That's a property of the state of or the city of Philadelphia. Like Philadelphia, I will admit, is kind of a garbage town.
Yeah. Well, I remember it was several years ago, but I was living in Florida already, and you had given me a ride to the airport in Philadelphia, and we had a little bit of time, so we went into Philly to get some cheesesteaks. And as a Cowboys fan, I had a Dallas Cowboys case for my phone, and I remember you looked at me like dead serious in the eyes, and you said, "Leave that in the car."
Yeah, yeah. No, there's some aggression that could come out
You were
if
like,
you're
"No,
wearing the wrong stuff in the
yeah."
wrong
You said,
city.
"Leave that in the
Yeah,
car."
do
So I mean,
not.
I left my phone in the car.
I was even worried for your car one time. I think you went down to Philadelphia and you had the Cowboys thing on the back, and I'm like, oh boy, that's not gonna
Yeah.
go well.
Yeah, I flew out of the Philly airport when I had my little Cowboys decal
Yeah.
on it. But yeah, it's funny how, that sports team affiliation can really translate into some actual, physical aggression and damage, bodily harm and property damage.
Yes. Absolutely.
We've touched on the song now. Let's touch on our beers now. Don't touch it because it's wet, but let's talk about our beers.
I touched it.
You touched it? Was it wet?
Yeah.
Moist?
Yeah.
Has
What
the
do
head
you
gone?
have?
Oh, okay. I have uh, a beer called the Dimey Nickel from Fifth Hammer Brewing and Five Boroughs Brewing Company. So this is actually a collab beer in Brooklyn, New York. It's a West Coast double IPA, clocking in at 8.0%.
Nice.
So, it's up there, but it's not insane. And it's pretty good. I don't like this as much as some of the other beers that we've talked about, but I figured this made sense with a sports song due to the fact that the Dimey Nickel, and it's a West Coast double IPA.
Okay.
What we talked about this. You've got a West Coast offensive,
Yeah, there's a
skate.
West Coast offense. Yep.
There's a West
In
Coast
football,
offense,
in
and then
American football, not the football like soccer
not
football or
soccer football,
football, but yeah,
football.
American football.
Uh, and then the Dimey Nickel. there's formations on the defense that are, dime defense, nickel defense, having to do with the number of defenders, linebackers,
More specifically, defensive backs like cornerbacks and safeties.
defensive back.
So,
Explain.
so nickel package is when you have 3 cornerbacks. So you have the 2 on the outside, and then there's when the offense comes out with a wide receiver or a receiver in the slot. The cornerback that's covering the guy in the slot is called the nickel back.
He sucks.
Yeah. Usually, I mean, that's the guy that's third on the depth chart. So, I mean, they're not really the best cornerbacks to begin with. So, yeah, nickelback sucks. Yeah.
I'm sure they're very nice people.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, and then you still have the 2 safeties generally up top. Well, you can. And then you have the down linemen and some linebackers. So you've got enough to make 11 people on the defense.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes teams accidentally go out with 10, and it's really bad because that makes bad matchups.
Yeah, they're missing
always a guy that's open.
Yeah.
But and then dime is when there's 4 cornerbacks. So if the offense goes out with 2 guys on the outside, and then like 2 slot guys, or a bunch, 3 on the right and 1 on the left, or vice versa.
So would that mean that like the term dime defense is derived from nickel defense? Because nickel makes sense because there's 5.
Yes.
Okay. But as for this beer, it's tasty. I mean, as far as IPAs go, New England's are my favorite. West Coast IPAs are probably my least favorite.
Is that right?
Style of IPA. I can't really put my finger on it as to why. I think they're not as hazy or fruity as I tend to like. They're not as juicy of an IPA as I tend to really go for. But it's still good. Still good. It's a solid drink. I'm not going to complain about it. It's still a nice 8% IPA. I don't think it's a maltiness that's really happening, but it's just it's a drier hop. It's not as juicy.
Okay. So. See, now mine. I have the Go Birds Pale Ale.
Can I see the can?
Yeah, 1 second. It's from Flying Fish Brewing Company. It's the same one that you made a candle.
I made you a candle of that beer. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've had that beer. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I rated it a 4. It's an IPA. This hazy, juicy pale ale evokes hints of citrus and mango. Perfect for the professional ornithologist or casual birder alike. Keep your eyes to the skies and raise a can to our favorite birds. Now, this brewery is in Somerdale, New Jersey, which I haven't mapped out what part of New Jersey that is, but if it's like
it's
near
South
Philadelphia, it's South Jersey.
Jersey.
So then, yeah, that makes sense as to why they're making Go Birds, Eagles themed beers.
When I had that beer, I made a note of where they were in Pennsylvania. Not in Pennsylvania, in New Jersey. In relation to Pennsylvania.
But it's probably just like right across the border from Philly as far as verticality goes. I don't know how. Yeah, because New Jersey is interesting in that the northern half or northern third of it tends to be Giants fans.
Well, because the Meadowlands
right.
is in New Jersey.
Yes, it is. I don't think it's called the Meadowlands anymore, though.
No?
No, it hasn't been for a good while.
What am I smoking?
Yeah. What's the name of that? It's called MetLife Stadium.
Oh.
Yeah. All the things have gone corporate. There's no real true stadium names anymore, like the Coliseum or Mile High. Because I think they've been branded too. They're not Mile High anymore.
There's at least one stadium that's not branded.
Texas Stadium.
It's not Texas Stadium.
Dallas Stadium, whatever you want to call it.
It's called Cowboys Stadium.
Yeah.
Oh, it's AT&T Stadium. Damn! Well, that's my phone provider.
Well, yeah.
Man, Yeah, you're right though.
If there's none, there's very few. Like it's
You're right.
not.
Oh,
It's not
the
prevalent as it used to be. Like you used to have Candlestick.
Candlestick
And
Park, the Coliseum. Do you remember for a while the Raider Stadium was O.Co Stadium?
Yeah. O.Co. Yeah.
Yeah, the Jaguars are TIAA Bank Field.
The Eagles
Yeah,
are Lincoln Financial.
They're all banks.
Well, yeah. Banks have the money to shell out for the ad rights. Cause think about it. The stadium is just one giant advert, right?
Yeah, it is. Lambeau Field.
That's named after a guy. That's like
that's also
historical. That's like the oldest stadium. Well, Soldier Field too in Chicago, but aside from those very historic ones, if it's a new stadium, it's getting ad revenue from the name.
Yeah, from the name. But yeah, Lambeau Field. Well, the Packers are also owned by the city of Green Bay.
Yes, they are. Yeah, they're also like the smallest town to have an NFL stadium.
Yes.
Why would there be a football team in Green Bay, Wisconsin? That is such a small town.
Yeah,
but hey, it works.
It works. It's a very storied franchise.
Yeah.
One of the most storied franchises in the entire National Football League. Do
you know Lambeau Field was named after a guy with the last name of Lambeau. Do you know the guy's first name?
No, because all I'm thinking is John Lambeau, but then I'm remembering that's John Rambo.
Oh, yeah.
And that is not correct.
Curly.
Curly?
Curly Lambeau.
Yep. Curly Lambeau.
Yep.
That is a name.
Yes, it is.
That's a good name for a dog.
Curly? Yeah.
No, Curly Lambeau.
Oh, Curly Lambeau. I see. No, that's maybe make it one word. Curly Lambeau.
Curly Lambeau.
Yeah. See, I don't know. I disagree about the full thing being a name for a good name for a dog. I think Curly is good. I think Lambeau is good, but I don't think Curly Lambeau is a good dog name.
No, you're right. Maybe that's when you have two dogs and one is named Curly and one is named Lambeau.
So, Natalie and I have been talking about dog names. Before we even ever got Holly, we were thinking about dog names. It's like, man, if we got two dogs, what would we name them? And names that often came up were, if we were to get two dachshunds, one would be Chili, and the other one would be Cheese.
Chili and Cheese. Frank.
Chili and Cheese. Well, yeah, Frank is good too, but I just think Cheese is a really funny dog name.
Cheese is a funny dog name.
So is Pierogi.
So is Pierogi. Pierogi would be a really good dog name.
Yeah.
God, what kind of dog would be named Pierogi? I'm sorry.
Definitely a corgi.
Pierogi.
No, definitely a corgi.
Pierogi the corgi.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gee. That's cute. That's cute. Yeah. My next dog. I'm going with Ulysses.
Okay.
You know, because I've got Troy and Belladonna. They have their reasons. Troy, obviously, in the theme of sports here, is named after Troy Aikman. So when he's bad, I get to go, Troy Aikman. And that's when he comes running. Is when I pull the Aikman out.
Oh, okay.
He's like, oh, crap. Oh, crap. I got to go. But yeah, I watched that documentary on the History Channel around Memorial Day weekend about Ulysses S. Grant.
Yep.
And first of all, I'm just, you don't get taught enough about that time period in school these days. You know, I mean, I don't know if you recall back to like, you know, elementary and high school and stuff when you had history. It felt like every school year you started with, you know, the freaking Algonquins.
Mm-hmm.
And like you never got past the Revolutionary War.
Well, I remember writing a paper on the Civil War. I remember we went to Gettysburg and we went through and I took pictures of the places so I could put it in my report. You know, take up some real estate on the page.
Yeah. Well, a picture's worth
the page requirement.
Picture's worth 1,000 words.
Mm-hmm.
So I used that argument when I turned in my graduate thesis because I wrote my little book about game shows and I drew cartoons to go with it. And I said to my advisor, I mean, because I think I needed to hit like something along the lines of 15 or 20,000 words for this.
And so you just drew 15 doodles. There you go.
I did. I mean, the book had at least 10 pictures in it, and so I was like, "Hey, do these pictures each count as 1,000 words?" And she's like, "No." Like, oh no.
Aw.
So what am I drawing them for?
Yeah.
But okay, but all right. So I watched this documentary, 3-night documentary on the History Channel about Ulysses S. Grant, and very impressive man. You know, went through a lot, had a lot going on for him. He's probably the most handsome president that America has ever had. Back in his like Civil War, general days, these piercing blue eyes, luxurious beard, and he just looked so, like stogie hanging out of his mouth. He just looked so manly. And so I'm thinking to myself, that's a really good dog name. And so, get another big boy dog. Troy and Ulysses go really well together. They both have like the mythical thing about them too. So
I don't see the mythical thing about Troy.
Helen of Troy, the city of Troy, Greece.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, but is that a myth?
It's not a myth, but it's got, I'm sure there's myths around it. People, if you're listening, tell us all you know about Troy.
All you commenters out there.
Yeah, don't give me no lip.
I don't want to hear no lip about.
I don't want to hear no lip about Troy.
No. Yeah.
Oh God. All right. So you like your beer, right?
I do like my beer.
What did you rate your beer?
I gave it a 4. But
gave it a 4. I gave this.
That was upon my first sip of it. This is not my first check-in of it. I think if I were to check, like, if I ever updated my rankings, I would give it a little bump up to 4.25. But
all right.
I don't really update my rankings or ratings.
No, once you rate it, you've rated it. I think I let the label on that beer skew my opinion of it because I gave it a 3.75.
Oh yeah, no, it's very tasty. I agree with the juicy descriptor.
See, I like a good juicy beer, but we digress. Sports song.
Yeah. So let's discuss just sports in general. What would you say is your favorite sports memory? Whether it be something you witnessed in person, something you just witnessed on TV, just something fun about sports.
My favorite sports memory would be, I'm going to say it was probably 1998 or so. Mom took me, I think it was in Hershey, to meet NASCAR Winston Cup champion Terry Labonte. He won the championships in 1984 and 1996. It was the longest spread between NASCAR Cup championships of any driver ever.
Okay.
Because I have a T-shirt that says NASCAR Winston Cup champion 1996, and on the back it says 2 for Texas Terry in big bold letters. Okay. I still have this T-shirt and will wear it occasionally. This T-shirt is nearly 25 years old, and I still have it, and I will still wear it. But anyway. So this was post-championship, a year or 2 or 2 or 3 years post-championship. Mom, so it was right before the race at Pocono Raceway, and the drivers are all doing their little publicity tours and stuff like that. And I love Terry Labonte because he drove the cornflakes car.
Mm-hmm. It's got a big rooster on the hood.
Everybody else is driving for like beer and cigarettes and like motor oil, and he's got cornflakes. I'm like, okay. So we wait in line to do the meet and greet and to get his autograph. And I get up to him and I start crying. And he looks at Mom and he goes, "Is she okay?" I looked at Terry Labonte, NASCAR Winston Cup champion, and I say to him, "Why do you keep losing?"
Why do you keep crashing?
Why do you keep crashing? Why do you keep losing? And he's like, he looked at me and he goes, "Well, I'm going to try not to do that."
Yeah.
But it's the same thing.
Yeah.
When I actually a year ago, it's almost a year to the day of this recording, is when I did the meet and greet with Alfred Matthew Yankovic.
Oh yeah.
And the same basic thing happened. I had seen the concert with, I went with my buddy Jonathan from second shout out to the Trivial Warfare podcast. But I went with my buddy Jonathan. We had front row seats. We did the whole meet and greet thing. I get to Weird Al, and I looked at him. My eyes started to well up, and Weird Al actually looked at me and he goes, "Are you okay?"
Oh my God.
So I think that's
the same thing.
The same thing happened. I think that's what happens to me when I meet like famous people. I get
starstruck.
I get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And so I'm hoping I have these I think about this a lot because I want to do a meet and greet with Weird Al again, when concerts start happening again and things like that. I want to do it again, but I want to do it with you.
Okay.
We
could try to work it out. Yeah.
But whenever it happens, like, I want to get the VIP package and do it with you because I want to meet Weird Al again because I feel like the second time I do it, You're
going to cry again.
I'm hoping to have a little bit more control of myself.
All right. So in 1998, you met somebody you really liked and you cried. Fast forward
to 2019.
Roughly 20 years later,
yeah,
you met somebody you really liked and you cried.
And they both asked if I was okay.
Yeah, so I have very little confidence that you will not do that again.
I just love them.
Are you crying now?
Yes.
Meeting him again will not go well.
It's gonna go great. I got a really good picture out of it, but my favorite picture, which I may make that the image that goes with this one, because my favorite picture was the outtake picture that they got first, where like I wasn't ready because I was so overcome, and they took the picture, and I looked like such an idiot.
Yeah.
So they're like,
"Oh, you look like an idiot anyway," but
thanks so much, John. But no, like, they actually took a second picture, so I'd have a good one.
Yeah, there you go. That's nice. Hey, two photo ops for the price of one, right?
Yeah, and I got them both. Like, they sent them both to me.
Well, that's good.
I have the good one, and I have the bad one, and I like the bad one better. But I made the good one my profile picture on, like, everything, including LinkedIn.
Yes.
Including LinkedIn.
Wow.
And I made a post on LinkedIn when I changed it to my picture with Weird Al, basically saying, like, I had waffled about this, wasn't sure if I was going to do it, but then I realized that my best professional self is my best authentic self. And my best authentic self is standing here like a giant nerd wearing a Hawaiian shirt with Weird Al. So if you don't like that,
look elsewhere. Exactly. Yeah.
So, yeah, oh my God. You pulled that out of me, man. That was so what's your favorite sports memory, Joe?
So my favorite sports memory that I experienced in person would be the 2013, I believe. It was 2013. Yes, it was. December 8th, 2013, I went to the Eagles game with Corey and Andy, and it was against the Lions. It was the Snow Bowl.
Oh!
Yeah. So, like, Andy and I drove down to Corey's house. We stayed over at his house the night before, and I had just gotten my car, like a month before. I just got the CX-5. It's like all-wheel drive. I previously had a Mazda 3, which would be crap in the snow. But we drove down to Corey's house in my new car, loaded it up with all the tailgate stuff, and then the next morning we got to the parking lot to tailgate at like 6:30 a.m. The first thing I do is I get the cooler out of the back of the car and crack open a Lion's head, because it's like I don't really get the opportunity to like justify to myself that it's okay to have a beer at 6:30, 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
And so I had this Lion's Head, and we're in the parking lot, and like there were rumblings of, oh man, it's supposed to snow later, but it's not supposed to amount to all that much. Boy, were those reports wrong. It was a blizzard, man. Like we're in the parking lot, we're cooking up this mac and cheese and pulled pork that was prepared the night before. We were just heating it up, and so we were heating it up, put it on our plates, and it was so cold that within like 10 minutes it was frozen on our plates.
Oh my God.
It was so cold, and it was snowing so hard. Oh my God. Yeah. And then that was the game that LaShawn McCoy ran for over 200 yards in the snow. It was amazing.
Snow.
They ended up winning, which was just added to like, man, this is a great sports memory for me.
Yeah,
that was my favorite like actual sports moment that I remember. In the early 90s, though, what really made me an Eagles fan was we went down to the Philadelphia Zoo.
Yeah.
The one time, I think it was probably like 1992 or so. So I was like 4, and some Eagles players were doing a signing in the Philadelphia Zoo, and I have the autograph on a T-shirt and a banner of the now late great Reggie White.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I still have those. The shirt's hanging up in my closet, and I have the banner hanging up on my wall. But yeah, that was another good. But I don't absolutely like remember everything about it. I just remember the experience as a collective.
I was there too. I was there too. Obviously, I was a little older again. Obviously, so I actually have. I have like flashes of visualizing it. Because they were it was basically a card table.
Yeah.
Under a canopy. Pavilion kind of thing.
Right. Yeah.
And I remember it.
Okay.
So yeah, and for the longest time, that shirt that he signed was over that orange rocking chair.
Yeah. Yeah. Sadly, the autographs are like beginning to fade.
You should get
a little bit. I should get them like refurbished somehow.
Like not necessarily refurbished, but get them matted and framed and put behind.
Yes.
Glass now.
Glass or something. Yeah, I should.
You should do that.
Huh.
Go to Marquee Art and Frame in downtown Wilkes-Barre.
Oh, I go to them for all of my art and framing needs. I do.
I know. No. I believe it.
As 2 gifts to my wife, I've given her an autographed photo of her favorite Pittsburgh Steelers player at the time, Heath Miller, tight end. She's a Steelers fan. That she grew up on that side of the state. I cannot
That's fine.
I can't knock it. Everybody grows up in their own environments. There's nothing wrong with that.
I do respect 2 things about this. One, that she, much like myself, is a woman that loves and appreciates football and is a strong fan of her team. And 2,
that she puts up with an Eagles fan.
No.
Oh.
No, that she likes a nice tight end.
Oh, yeah. The other gift I got for her was an autographed photo of her favorite music artist, Kelly Clarkson, and I got them both. I got them both framed at Marquee Art and Frame.
Yeah.
Very professionally done.
See, you gotta love that. Like, you're all about giving autographs because do you remember it was right before I moved to Florida?
I got you that Jason Witten mini helmet.
Yeah, you got me the Jason Witten mini helmet autographed, which I have. I mean, and that's, it's in the box. That's under plastic. Like, it's never seen air.
Yeah.
Do you remember how you wrapped that before you gave it to me?
No.
You wrapped that in newspaper from the sports section with Nick Foles on it.
Oh, that's right. I also remember for another gift for you, I attached as an addendum to it, I drew the famous Eli Manning face.
Yeah.
And colored it in and everything. Yeah.
See, that's one thing we can agree on, right? Eli Manning always looks like he just smelled a fart.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah. He's got some funny faces.
He does have some funny faces.
Yeah.
Oh, so to get us back on track here, this is going to keep happening. This is just how this podcast goes, and I like it. I like our tangents, John. But
do you commenters like our tangents that we take?
You.
It's all talking about our lives. Well, you know what? I haven't experienced anybody else's life but my own, so.
That's true. I would be remiss if, in talking about sports song, we didn't speak to the genre of the song.
Yes, definitely like college fight song, marching band style about it. Both of us being in marching band in our high school days, that kind of speaks to us.
On a pretty intense level. I mean, marching band and band in general was a huge part of our collective high school years.
Yes.
We met a lot of people through band. We had a lot of experiences through band. We went to band camp, and no, band camp is nothing like what people think band camp is like.
No, it's not like American Pie.
No, not even close. It's hot August days on a football field.
Made of AstroTurf.
Learning where to walk.
Yeah.
And how to walk. And how to play your instrument while walking where you're supposed to walk.
I attribute my lack of arches in my feet to marching band and how we have to walk. Because my arches in my feet are terrible. Heel to toe. Got to roll your feet.
I don't know. I got pretty good arches. I mean, they're not high. I'm not like a flat foot, though.
Oh, I'm like mostly flat foot here.
Yeah, I mean, marching band. And then, again, this is off of, again, Mandatory Fun, where it was for a week straight, right? That Weird Al, when this album came out,
he released a music video for almost every song, right?
Yeah, there's a video for virtually everything on this, I think. So it might have got, because there's 14 songs, so it might have been for 2 weeks that there was a song a day coming out, which was...
I don't think he would have made a video for the polka.
Oh, he did. It was the mashup of the music videos that he always does.
Oh, okay.
Because I've seen the Mandatory Fun tour twice. And, they always do the polka of the album on the tour. Are we talking about that polka sometime soon, John?
Yeah, I think that might be the next episode we do. Based on a random roll.
Yeah, now, what number is Sports Song?
I think it's 58. Let me verify. Yeah, 58.
58. So for those of you keeping score at home, Sports Song is number 58 on our cumulative rankings.
Yes, and next, well, maybe not next, but soon, is number 96. Now, that's what I call polka.
Yeah, the polka off of Mandatory Fun.
I need to do a quick research. How many albums is the Now series of music up to?
Oh, God, well, it depends. It depends. But let's not get into this conversation now.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. That should
let's
be
get into that next
episode.
episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it really depends on if you're in the UK or...
Right.
Yeah, because it's different. Okay.
Yeah. So, no, we can have a pretty big Now conversation.
Yeah, I plan
later.
to. I plan to, because a few months ago, I remember I dove into it a little bit.
Yeah, we were talking. We did that together.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some interesting tidbits about that series of albums.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
To the genre of marching band music, I think Weird Al did a really nice job with this. And I hope sincerely that somewhere in this great United States of America, that some high school marching band convinces their band director to let them do this song.
As even like just stand music or
stand
something.
music
Yeah.
or something. Because it's a solid piece of marching band music.
It is. I do hear some other songs within it, so I feel like it's almost like a little bit of a mashup of a couple different well-known songs, but I just can't think of their names right now. But especially the chorus, the melody line of that.
And you suck. We're great and you suck.
Yeah, I feel like that's like part of a famous song or march, but I
Yeah.
can't place my finger on it, so
Yeah, I just think it's a solid like marching band song, and
it is. And
what
if it's just instruments playing it, nobody's gonna know,
nobody's
and
gonna
nobody's
know,
gonna be any the wiser.
right? And I feel like in our tenure in marching band, we did some weird stuff. Like, do you remember? It was my senior year of high school where we did that whole quote unquote funk
Ugh,
show.
that
So
was so bad.
we did Jungle Boogie, play the funky music, uh,
She's a brick
Brick House.
house.
Yeah. And for Jungle Boogie, as a clarinet player, literally all I had to do was go biddly doo, biddly doo, and then
Yeah.
everybody else went ba 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 da, and then we just went blah blah. But the last song of that particular marching band show was Brick House, and we, as a marching band unit, the field show had the whole band walking in like a spiral. So the whole band was actually in one big circle, going in a spiral. And I was a senior, and one of the other clarinets was like a seventh or eighth grader. And his position for the rest of the show, like he would have been the one leading the spiral. But he was like 13 and terrified of this. So at the end of the third song, he and I would always sneakily switch places so that I would be in the lead spot for the last song. In us switching places, one of my fellow senior clarinet players and I, we would
You
always
would do-si-do, right?
link arms and do a do-si-do while I was switching spots with this seventh grade kid, right? We did it every football game, every single football game, home or away. That's what we did. It wasn't until the last football game of the season that our band director scolded me and her for doing the do-si-do. And I looked at her and I was like,
We did this every game.
a dozen times, and you just noticed.
You probably even did it in like the run-throughs and rehearsals and everything too. Like it's not like
Every time.
probably even at the band competitions.
I don't think I would have done it at the band competitions. I was too afraid at those. But I mean, our marching band was so not good.
Average.
Average. Like, we were never going to do well in a marching band competition anyway.
No, surely because of at the time there were a crap ton of students in the band, and it's hard to get everybody on the same page with that. You know, if not everybody is as dedicated as the person next to them. You know what I mean? It's all dedication.
I was just going to say that. Like, when you have varying levels of dedication, it's difficult. And I'm sure that's also a sports team kind of thing. So, like, with professional sports, I'm sure everybody has a similar level of dedication. Like, once you hit the professional level, like you care. You care about it, you know?
Yeah. Unless you're Jamarcus Russell. The Oakland Raiders in the late aughts drafted first overall quarterback by the name of Jamarcus Russell, who did not give a crap, got like really fat the one off season, and just like he got arrested for like codeine possession.
Codeine?
Yeah, like purple drank.
Oh.
Like medical grade.
Codeine?
Like, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he did not give a hoot.
He did not give a hoot. Sidebar. I appreciate how well you and I have done up to this point in not uttering like a legitimate dirty curse word.
Dude, I'm trying my hardest.
Because the last thing I want is to have to put like the little
Bleep.
E explicit.
Oh, yeah.
On this podcast. Or to
like
have to
bleep it or silent it out or something, you know?
I don't want to have to do any of that. So we're good. Like, we're doing a really good job.
Yeah, I'm really trying.
Yeah. Well, you're a parent now. Like, you have to.
Like earlier in the episode where I said Dallas sucks.
Uh-huh.
What us Eagles fans really say is Dallas.
I will probably put a bleep on that and keep that one.
Okay, good. It's like an addendum. Like, I'll be on Reddit, like, looking at the Eagles subreddit, and I'll go into the comments, and, like, just randomly, somebody will just add it at the end of their comment. Just be like,
F Dallas.
Yeah, it's great. It always gets at least, like, 10 upvotes, because,
I'll live with it.
Hey, remember that time, I think it was, like, 1996, where we went to Dallas?
It was 1998.
Was it 1998? So I was 10. I always thought I was 8, not 10.
It was the summer of 98 because it was the summer between 6th and 7th grade for me because I was going to miss a week of my first band camp.
Oh, wow.
And so I had them send they gave me a copy of the marching formation so I could look over where I needed to go.
Study it on the plane.
I studied it on the plane.
Yeah. Where I was going was we went to Dad had a business trip in San Antonio.
Yeah.
And me being a dumb 10-year-old, I'm like, hey, why don't we fly into Dallas instead of San Antonio so we could go tour the Cowboy Stadium for Lauren? And they're like, okay. Unbeknownst to me, it's like a 6-hour drive from Dallas to San Antonio.
We passed like 28 Dairy Queens on that drive, though.
Oh, my God. Yeah, we did. I remember when on the actual tour of Cowboy Stadium, me, this dumb 10-year-old, I'm wearing my Irving Fryer Eagles jersey, and the tour guide's like, who let this Beagles fan in? And I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm just an Eagles fan. I'm 10.
I'm 10. What do you want from me?
It was my idea to come here for my sister, so, like, leave me alone. You stood in Leon Lett's locker, right? Was it Leon Lett, or was it Newton?
I stood in a lot of lockers. I have a picture of myself in Troy Aikman's locker.
Nate Newton is the one.
But I have a picture of myself in Troy Aikman's locker wearing my Troy Aikman jersey.
Okay.
And guess whose locker was right next to Troy Aikman's locker in that picture?
Is it Emmett Smith?
Nope, Jason Garrett.
Jason Garrett. Oh my God.
He was the backup.
Yeah, I remember he was the backup. Yeah.
So then, years later, I'm on a business trip to Dallas with work, and one of the people from my company who lived in Dallas took me on a tour of the new Cowboy Stadium. So I got my picture taken in then quarterback Tony Romo's locker, and I have a nice little side by side of me in Troy Aikman's locker and me in.
Were you wearing your Romo jersey?
No, I was wearing a Cowboys tank top because I was on a business trip. So I had the tank top with the little cardigan, and so I looked like a professional person.
Yeah.
But I did get a picture of myself in their press briefing room in AT&T Stadium, behind the podium with like the backdrop, like the AT&T backdrop and all that stuff.
Oh, cool.
Like standing behind it, like doing a press conference and stuff. And I have one where it looks like I'm crying. And then,
well, when aren't you?
Exactly. I know. I cry with all these people.
Yeah.
I cry when I love things.
Yeah.
That's why I cry when I think about Cecilia, your daughter.
Oh.
Because I love her.
You cry every time?
No, not every time.
You could somehow edit this little snippet that I'm about to say into my earlier. It's 6%. Okay.
Your beer. Okay.
I forgot to mention that before. So take that little clip and edit it.
You know what? I probably won't.
Oh.
And I will keep it.
And you're gonna leave this whole thing
make
me look like a butt. All right, that's fine.
Because honestly, as we've said in previous episodes, you sound different now.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you know what? It's okay.
I can't.
Just pretend I said that before, everybody, you commenters.
Stupid. So let's get an ending slapped on this bad boy. Do you want to do it?
No, I'll make slap noises though.
Well, we're slapping an ending on this one. Well, I feel like we have covered pretty much all we need to cover about our sports song and our beers for the day. So I think we're going to call it quits for this particular episode of the Beard Owl podcast. I am still Lauren Carey.
And I'm still John Carey.
And you're still stupid.
I've always been stupid.
You
I
can't-
always will be stupid. As a matter of fact, I dare to be stupid. See ya!
All right, people. We'll see you next time. Ciao.